myself as an open networker. It's been an evolving situation, whereas I also thought I should guard and hoard my connections in some certain respects. But I found more or less that social networking and the Web 2.0 ethos is more about transparency than about exclusion or about creating barriers, about releasing those barriers. That said, perhaps if I may also point to the prior question as well, the way that I've seen it affect my business and business in general, especially in our industry, is that that issue of transparency is now part of corporate culture. In the past, just about 3 years ago, maybe even 2 years ago, many corporations put up server walls against being able to log into LinkedIn, even in the States. The fear was the poaching issue. If we open up our company to LinkedIn, we will lose employees. But you know, something has happened that I think adds not just to the sourcing aspect, but in addition to that, the retention potential of what LinkedIn and other social networks provide. Essentially, the value proposition is that we no longer have to depend on our superiors or our colleagues to boost our career. I mean, each one of us here is product, in essence, of Web 2.0. I would not be here if not for Web 2.0. I'd just be working on my kitchen table with my 2 dogs. That said, the fact is that we've empowered ourselves to communicate and to learn how to leverage that personal brand. And when it comes to who we connect to, it's not about, well, my country, I'll connect with everyone globally, but not in my country because that's my competition. I am only as good as what I've learned on a daily basis, on a minute-to-minute basis by my colleagues. They share, I share. I think where the line is crossed is really about taking more than you give. For myself, I have a group called 6 Degrees, I mentioned. One thing that I think is a proud achievement of my career has been that every week we have a top 10 of people that I know and trust. That's where I perhaps have more of a exclusionary factor there. But that gets transmitted to all those 8,000 recruiters. Each week, 5,000 invitations are going out through the e-atmosphere to connect with people across global lines. Every month, it's 20,000 invitations are going through. And so it's about sharing my network with other recruiters and saying these people have value. And it's not just thought leaders, it's not just managers, it's also rank and file, people who are trying to achieve something. So, sorry for extending the answer, but I guess what I'm trying to communicate and what I hope I leave here with is to say that whether it's thought leadership or whatever mode you want to bring, I was sitting there and you will someday be here, and it's only about how you feel that you could extend that brand to contribute something to this industry. Thank you.
I want to see a show of hands. How many people are still prevented